everybody, it's Dr. India Ashe, also known as IndieBomb.com, Doctor of Medical Science, Certified Physician Associate, Cosmetic Dermatology PA, your Skinfluencer, as well as your Lux Life favorite PA. Welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm on my way to work. And I just wanted to hop on here and talk about something real quick. So I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of becoming a PA that I've personally experienced and, you know, what I wish I would have done differently. All right, so list of pros, right? Very flexible career, is one of the top 3 healthcare careers in the country. You can make some money if you work clinically. And I don't mean some money like it's just a, you know, because I forgot the percentage of 6-figure earners or people who earn more than $100,000 a year in America, but it's not high at all. But yeah, you can have some good career earnings and overall flexibility within the medical field. As a PA, we are able to diagnose, treat, do history and physicals. I'm not even saying it in order labs, interpret labs, and imaging, as well as, did I say diagnose and treat? Yes. And then assist in surgery and some other, office procedures. So with that being said, if you didn't watch my last video, make sure you go back and watch it. If I could do things all over again, why I would choose another route of medicine if I were to choose medicine again. You have to be crazy to choose medicine. So if you're crazy like me and you go down this path, keep watching. So for starters, with the pros, is wonderful. Having the flexibility to change specialties, to become a 6-figure earner if you weren't already. The schooling is a bit shorter. It's 2 years shorter than medical school, and it's like medical school but on a fast track, not as in depth as medical school, right? So with that are some cons that I've personally experienced or thought about over my almost 8 years of being a PA. So one of the cons is that in most states, we need a collaborating physician. And if you're a physician, please don't eat me up in the comments about this. I'm only saying this because our counterparts, nurse practitioners, who are also advanced practice providers, APPs, they have autonomy in a lot of states in comparison to us. So what happens with that is a lot of jobs don't want to hire PAs for business purposes. It has nothing to do with our training or our comprehension or our ability to see patients, treat patients, what have you. It all boils down to the money. And nurses or nurse practitioners, they sit on their own boards, like, state boards, medical boards. So they sit on the nursing board. So the people who are making the decisions for nurses or nurse practitioners are nurses. Meanwhile, the people who are making decisions for us are physicians. So it's it's already causing us to kind of fall behind the curve or, fall to the wayside because of nurse practitioners' ability to practice autonomously in various states. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you how many states can NPs practice in? Can nurse practitioners? Okay. In 27 states. All right. Let's see how many states PAs can practice independently. So that's more than half the country. We don't have key states for independence. We still have to have a formal agreement with the supervising physician. So North Dakota, Utah, Wyoming, Iowa, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Oklahoma, and North Carolina have enacted laws removing the need for collaborative agreement with a specific physician. And then they're fighting for optimal practice. So many of these states have adopted optimal team practice, also known as OTP laws, allowing PAs to practice to the full extent of their education and training, often after a specified number of hours and experience. For example, 8,000 to 10,000 hours in Montana and Utah. So that's one of the drawbacks, our ability to practice independently within our scope of practice. So again, if I am a hospital or clinic or what have you, from a business perspective, I'm going to look for NPs in comparison to PAs, because if I get NPs in one of these 27 states, if I get an NP, I don't have to pay a supervising physician or a collaborating physician to have that NP on their license. Because with that being said, these places have to pay physicians to have us under their licenses. So that's one of the drawbacks. Number 2, yeah, you can make 6 figures, but if you continue to work W-2 employee clinical, you're going to hit a cap, because the average salary for us is like $120,000, and it was $120,000 6 years ago, and inflation has gone up tremendously since then. Our base salary should be $150,000 base, right? Based on inflation and what we bring to these practices, right? So if you go, I've done the math more than once on how much I've made a practice and how much they have paid me. I don't like that. So you tend to hit a cap. Again, if you're working traditionally, like clinical medicine, W-2. So you're going to hit a ceiling somewhere if that's what you do. I'm just talking traditionally. I like money. I like to be able to do things. I like my freedom. Like I said in my last video. So for me, working traditionally in a clinical setting, W-2 does not work. I'm currently in a W-2 role right now, and honestly, I think I'm going to go back to doing 1099 travel contracts so I can run it up and take the whole summer off. For me, working 9 to 5 Monday through Friday is not conducive to the lifestyle that I want to live. But I'm getting off topic. Another con, we don't have, as of yet, they're working on it, we don't have compact licensure. So NPs can have a compact license, if I'm not mistaken, meaning that the license is covered or covers a lot of states. So we have to apply for licenses independently for each state. There are about, I want to say 10 states now. Let's see. I should have had these facts up. Physician assistant compact license. Okay, let's see how many states. I don't know. I feel like it's 10 states. It didn't pop up automatically. I feel like it's like 10, 12 states that are on board now. So it kind of limits us, right? Like what's going on at my job now that I brought up a point is that they have me signing under a nurse practitioner. One, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable signing anybody's name but my own. And 2, why am I signing under somebody who's my counterpart? If I'm signing under anybody, it should be my medical director or my medical director / collaborating physician or what have you. So I brought that up yesterday. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that. And then lastly, for me, a con would be the burnout that working in medicine causes. And it's not specifically to the PA profession. They're like, oh, PAs lift off the burden of physicians. That is not true. We experience burnout too. So when we're lifting this burden or, off of physicians, it's falling onto us. And we're also burnt out. So it doesn't make sense, right? Being a PA can cause a lot of emotional and physical stress. I guess working in medicine in general. So this is applicable to all medical professionals. But that burnout and that emotional stress is real. And I am in the season of, I am going to have the freedom that I want to have. And working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, having 1.5 days to myself is not going to work. For me, some people love it. They can do it for 30, 40 years, 50 years. And that's their life. They live that lifestyle, wake up, go to work, come home, and then work at the same job for all those years. I don't have that in me. I'm like a nomad. Like, that is not conducive for my lifestyle. So overall, do I regret becoming a PA? No. But if I could do things over again, I probably, again, if you haven't watched the video, I would probably choose a different route, only because of those cons that I mentioned, like the supervision requirement, limited scope of practice, It is very competitive to get into PA school. The scope creep and politics around it, and basically being in competition with our nurse practitioner counterparts who do have full practice authority in those 27 states. And then like the emotional and physical stress and the lack of freedom that I personally have. Let me know what y'all want to see. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, send this to a friend. Also watch my vlogs. I do live a very full life outside of medicine. Medicine is not my entire life. My job is not my life. I go to work, I go do my job, I go home. That is my mentality. So be sure to book your one-on-one consultations on drindiaashe.com. The pre-PA survival kit is available on there as well. And see y'all later. Peace out.